In Chapter 9, we're going to be discussing leadership and decision making. So, the topics that we're going to go over are leadership and some of the definitions and approaches that relate to this topic. So, leadership is the processes and behaviors used by someone, such as a manager, to motivate, inspire, and influence the behaviors of others. We can distinct leadership from management in this diagram above, but there are common areas of the two. Trait approach to leadership is focused on identifying the essential traits that distinguishes leaders, such as intelligence, dominance, self-confidence, energy, activity versus passivity, and knowledge about the job. Behavioral approach to leadership includes task-focused and employee-focused leaderships. Task-focused leaders are focused on how tasks should be performed in order to meet certain goals and achieve certain performance standards. Employee-focused leaders are focused on satisfaction, motivation, and well-being of employees. Situational approach to leadership assumes that appropriate leader behavior varies from one situation to another. Situational characteristics that affect decision-making include the type of organization, group effectiveness, the problem itself, and time pressures. We have some definitions. So the first one's going to be charisma, which is a form of interpersonal attraction that inspires support and acceptance. Charismatic leadership is a type of influence based on the leader's personal charisma. Charismatic leaders envision likely future trends and patterns, set high expectations for themselves and for others, and behave in ways that meet or exceed those expectations. Charismatic leaders energize others by demonstrating personal excitement, personal confidence, and consistent patterns of success. Charismatic leaders enable others by supporting them, empathizing with them, and expressing confidence in them. Leadership substitutes individual, task, and organizational characteristics that tend to outweigh the need for a leader to initiate or direct employee performance. Leadership neutralizers are factors that may render leader behaviors ineffective. The changing nature of leadership. Leaders as coaches from directive overseer to mentor. Gender and leadership, understanding the differences and dynamics in the approaches of women and men to leadership. Cross-cultural leadership, effects of an individual's native culture on his or her approach to leadership when functioning in another culture. Strategic leadership is the leader's ability to understand the complexities of both the organization and its environments and to lead change in the organization to enhance its competitiveness. Ethical leadership is when the leader's behavior reflects high ethical standards and able to maintain those high ethical standards and hold others in the organization to the same standards. We have virtual leadership, which is a type of leadership in settings where leaders and followers interact electronically rather than in a face-to-face setting. Some decisions are from coalition or intuition. Coalition is an informal alliance of individuals or groups formed to achieve a common goal. Intuition is an innate belief about something, often without conscious consideration. Escalation of commitment is a condition in which the decision maker becomes so committed to a course of action that she or he stays with it even when it appears to have been wrong. This is very similar to the sunk cost fallacy. We have risk propensity, which is the extent to which a decision maker is willing to gamble when making a decision.